much alone time. Boys putting girls up onto the counters, using punk rock pillows to control their outbursts. 17 experiments done on cows by a mad scientist with a tinfoil fetish. But not all science should be considered bad. We got a rad scientist with his very own lab. Bad drunk daddy uses you as an ashtray when you spill paint in the garage. And badass mommy gives her kid an impairment cause the girl's making nervous a lot. I got 17 villains out doing some crimes, like making cute little animals fight for their lives. I got 17 heroes trying to get things unscrewed and extra actors with 17 things to do. 17. 17. 17. 1 7 17. 1 7 17. 1 7 17. 1 7 17. Top 2 for the punk rock scene. Unexplained interest in overalls. 2 boys couple patting their balls. 17 uses for the common pencil, like rewinding a tape or attacking an asshole. Super cool cars good for 17 miles, and a cheap shake pill to make it worth their while. Your pager was there to let you know it was time to make some money on the down low. Your pencil was there to stick in kids or rewind a cassette so you could hear it again. Your skateboard was there to make you cool and to show off your friends was possible to do. Your car was there in between skate spots and to get you 3 hours to the record shop. It was badass. It was badass. Your pager was there to let you know it was time to make some money on the down low. Your pencil was there to stick in kids or rewind a cassette so you could hear it again. Your town cop was there to rip your base case open and not apologize when he doesn't find nothing. Your magazine was there for private time, and you played Pac-Man when you were trying to unwind. at your tail or you're gonna see some action. 'Cause she probably would have a punk rock reaction. She's got a pencil in her pocket she could use as a weapon. In case you wanna touch her without her permission. She's got a pencil in her pocket she could use as a weapon. I think if I were you, I'd go the other direction. That cute little creature is shaking her tail. As she smells a certain way, hey, maybe that's it, I could follow the trail. That way, I think that I could end up right behind her. So she wouldn't see me coming, and in that way, I could surprise her. She checks all the boxes, and I don't care what Ben says. He couldn't pay her to give him a chance. She's got self-respect and a sense of romance. That cute little creature is shaking. I think if I were you, I'd go the other direction. She's got a confident way about her, like she could. I think if I were you, I'd go the other direction. That cute little creature is shaking. I think if I were you, I'd go the other direction. She's got a confident way about her, like she couldn't fail. When you say my name, it makes me feel like I'm doing something right for a change. But you get out of your head and then you get so loud you could wake the dead. Trust me, I wish we were outside under the moon. You gotta try to keep it down. My mom's right there in the other room. Put the pillow on your face, you're gonna wake my mama. Put the pillow on your face, you're gonna wake my mama. Put the pillow on your face, you're gonna wake my mama. When I slow it down, it seems to make it worse somehow. You're super sensitive, and trust me, it's addictive. If I could bottle and sell that stuff, I'd be the richest guy who ever lived. I know you can't help yourself, so put the pillow over your face, or I will do it myself. Put the pillow on your face. learned in 7th grade that he was planning on giving to a girl. He spent 17 hours putting songs together in the hopes that he could get himself a lady. Punk rock girl, what do I get? I wanna be your boyfriend. Could you be loved like an outlaw? Fucking run. Oh, should I stay or should I go? You can't put your arms around a memory. I can't hardly stand it. Don't you forget about me. I'm falling in your eyes, arrested by you. All through the night, love is with you. Punk rock girl, what do I get? I wanna be your boyfriend. Could you be loved like an outlaw? Fucking run. Oh, should I stay or should I go? You can't put your arms around a memory. I can't hardly stand it. Don't you forget about me. I'm falling in your eyes, arrested by you. All through the night, love is with you. The mixtape also had a bunch of songs that were just instrumental. The rewind was broken on his stereo system, so he used a pencil. He had to listen to the thing about 17 times to make sure that it was proper. So when he got up the balls to give it to the girl, she'd be good with what he had to offer. Jesus would have gotten his ass kicked by the Batman, but Jesus would have raised his hands and forgiven him. Batman would be so impressed with how Jesus was acting. He'd hang up his cape and join a Christian faction. He'd hang up his cape and join a Christian faction. So now all the kids who used to wanna be Batman, they wanna get in on all the Christian action. So now all the kids who used to wanna be Batman, they wanna get in on all the Christian action. Satan would have gotten his ass beat by He-Man, but Satan would have come back later and defeated him. He-Man would throw a tantrum like a little boy, and all the kids would want for Christmas would be a Satan toy. So now all the kids who used to wanna be He-Man, they're trading in their plastic swords for a pentagram. So now all the kids who used to wanna be He-Man, they're trading in their plastic swords for a pentagram. So now all the kids who used to wanna be Batman, they wanna get in on all the Christian action. So now all the Heavy metal wizard, loving devil back in the day. He got his ass beat, but he got back on his feet and then decided to stay. So you can all put your pitchforks down now and go home. Heavy metal wizard, loving devil in the frost. Heavy metal wizard, loving devil lived above the bar. Heavy metal wizard, loving devil likes girls, or is that going too far? You never believe it, but he's a badass dungeon master, and he will let you eat snack food. He's the heavy metal wizard, loving devil. He's the heavy metal wizard, loving devil. He's actually really good at guitar. He's the heavy metal wizard, loving devil. Especially the ones with the samurai swords. And it was worse for him if they were wearing overalls. I tried like 17 things to help the kid find his balls. He had a badass mommy beat the shit out of her son. It was worse whenever she was not getting none. She was always trying to find something to blame for why her son couldn't get a girl to save his name. So the lady finally had it bowed up to here and started calling my buddy a queer. She pushed the kid down 17 flights of stairs and he developed a lisp and a permanent sneer. decided to do something about his situation. He walked his ass down to the Asian store and bought a samurai sword with the laser attachment. There was a guy that I used to know. The kid was afraid of girls, especially the ones with the samurai swords. There was a guy that I used to know. The kid was afraid of girls, especially the ones with the samurai swords. Example kid got his kicks kicking kids in the back of the knees with his new Air Jordan. Bad example kid got a thrill from spitting his milk in the face of the really fat girl. Bad example kid put the nerd face down in the toilet bowl in the high school bathroom. Bad example kid had a rotten attitude. He was a bad example kid. He listened to AC/DC. Second place goes to the people at Oi Wow. Oi Wow, they were the toy manufacturer that brought us battle cats with the edible fur, the easy bake oven and the pogo ball, on darts and left-handed sour balls, the easy bake oven and the pogo ball. On darts and left-handed sour balls, they decided to diversify. They started making rocket slides. Then they started making these trampoline poles you'd attach to the roof of a mobile home. Toy manufacturer that brought us battle cats with the edible fur, coming out with a robot porcupine that should be here for Christmas time. Oi Wow, the toy manufacturer that brought us battle cats with the edible fur, coming out with a robot porcupine that should be here for Christmas time. Pop pow, pop pow, pow, the pop pow pow. Pop pow, pop pow, the pop pow, the pop pow pow. The pop pow, the pop pow, the pop pow pow. The pop pow, the pop pow, the pop pow. There used to be a guy lived down by the river. He was old enough to buy beer and had a quick middle finger. He made his own rocket-powered lawnmower linked to a phone that he didn't even have to have attached to the wall. It's beyond me why he cared about his lawn, 'cause he lived in a rusty van down by the river. He was some kind of genius. He always smelled like dead fish, and I can understand why. 'Cause he'd wash himself up in the river downstream of some kind of government weapons factory. And they were always dumping that green shit out of those army barrels. He would always go on about government conspiracies. He claimed that he helped to design a robot wolf equipped with razor beams. And if it wasn't for the lawnmower thing, I'd tend to think that he was missing a screw. And there have been reports about something fitting that description in the woods back behind the school. He gave us free beer if we let him hold our car keys, and remembered to say please, and listen to his pirate radio station. He had it hooked up to the nuclear reactor. His shows were really short 'cause the feds were out there. Pirate radio station. Pirate nuclear reactor. Pirate radio station. He had it hooked up to the nuclear reactor. Kim Cryer was a student with an A+ record, except in art and PE. Pretty much anything to do with homework, left brain stuff like math and memory. A low-town named her valedictorian in 1975. She went on to get her a master's degree and a job as a reporter with the Crier. The Lowtown Crier was the family business run by Stan Cryer, Kim's dad. A publication with a reputation for professionalism and uncomfortable facts. It was Kim's first day and she was well on her way to finish up an expose on the obvious health concerns that arise when a toy company makes an edible hairspray. Kim had been working on the story for months in between all her college homework. Everything pointed to a cover-up, but she needed hard evidence to nail the jerks. Kim had a friend live down by the river who made her up a fake identification. Cleaned up his van with a fresh coat of paint, put a sticker on the side said Corporate Solutions. Gave her a backpack filled with supplies like a massive 10-megabyte external hard drive, and just in case of emergency, a wireless phone with 6 9-volt batteries. Kim rolled up to the security gate, flashed her ID and a little bit of leg, and it was on to a maintenance hatch. She opened right up with the tools in her backpack, hacked a level 17 security door that would get her up close to the computer core. Hacked a level 17 security door that she needed the access to get the big score. She hacked a level 17 security door that would get her up close to the computer core that she needed the access to get the big score. In 17 minutes the hard drive was full and she turned to come face to face with the robot security drone. It put a laser in between her eyes and she froze. The robot security drone. It's a level in the hips as she reached for her phone. The robot security drone. It put a cannon in between her eyes and she dove. The robot security drone started turning the place into a combat zone. It was Christmas time in Iowa, and all the kids were fired up, constructing forts for their snowball fights, sled bombing hills as the day turned to night. When they got done with hot chocolate time and listening to the Chipmunks album 17 times, they brushed their teeth in a circular motion and gave thanks to Jesus and the Constitution. Then it got time to get down to the business of laying out the demands that they had for this Christmas. Got out their notebook paper and their colored pencils I'm gonna tell you about a bad, 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 bad cop. I wanna tell you about a bad, 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 bad cop. A bad cop is bad for a few different reasons. A bad cop is good about making bad decisions. A bad cop's nuts are like two little raisins. A bad cop is on the beat time. I think anyone I won the lottery when I graduated high school in 2088. They would train me to be the steward of a giant spacecraft. We would travel through the stars to a planet far away. And hopefully we'd find the new world a better place. I would do maintenance, repair, and stuff while all of the colonists sleep. They say that when we reach our destination, I'll be 117. I'm finally leaving it all behind. Finally leaving it all behind. Finally leaving it all behind. I'm finally leaving it all behind. Monday is when I exercise in the gym. And then what I usually do is go for a swim. Tuesday is when I have to cultivate the food. And then I listen to punk rock music to improve my mood. Wednesday I play chess with my robot friend. He's not very good, so I always let him win in the end. Thursday I rearrange the artwork in the halls. And then I go and see if there's something I want to buy at the mall. Friday after work I always go to the club. I like to pretend that all the mannequins are high on drugs. Saturday I work on music to unveil next week. I'm sure the mannequins would tell me they liked it if they could speak. Sunday I put new fuel in the hyperdrive. And then I go and check and make sure everyone's still alive. Monday is when I exercise in the gym. And then what I usually do is go for a swim. Tuesday is when I have to cultivate the food. And then I listen to punk rock music to improve my mood. It's day 17 of my historic trip, looking after the colonists aboard the ship. And while I realize just how important it is, I can't help but be affected by the loneliness. My insides are feeling like a whole lot of no. I started talking to the girls in the 17th row. There's the diplomatic envoy for life we might meet in the red-headed girl from the science team. We got great women from A to Z, but my favorite's got to be Lieutenant Ripley. According to the chart, she's a jack of all trades, proficient in the skills that would make her good today. Starship piloting, navigation and repair, troubleshooting, weapons training, communications and first aid. My insides are feeling like a whole lot of no. I started talking to the girls in the 17th row. According to the chart, she's a jack of all trades, proficient in the skills that would make her good today. Starship piloting, navigation and repair, troubleshooting, weapons training, communications and first aid. My favorite heroine is Ellen Ripley. My favorite heroine is Ellen Ripley. My favorite heroine is Ellen Ripley. Punk rock skunks got a punk rock attitude. He got it from the punk rock kids in the cemetery after school. Past the bar and outside of town, there's a place where the kids mess around. It's next to a farm where murder happened, and the kids go there to get their girlfriends pregnant. Punk rock skunk learned all kinds of stuff just from watching the kids whenever they show up. He learned about sex, and he learned about drugs, and he learned about things that would make you throw up. Punk rock skunks got a punk rock attitude. He got it from the punk rock kids in the cemetery after school. picked by the most unlucky punk. Super cool car had a mean disposition. To get it to start, you had to ask it for permission. It had 17 dents from bad decisions. 'Cause they learned how to drive it playing pole position. Super cool car had skateboard stickers. Super cool car had a big backseat. It had a small arsenal of melee weapons, including one that doesn't even need to be mentioned. Super cool car would get the job done if it decided it was in its best interest to run. Super cool car. Super cool car. I speak with no inflection. I've got a sour personality. A Tarrasque attacks you from beneath the ground, and the party's only level 3. A bad dungeon master. A bad dungeon master. I speak with no inflection. I've got a sour personality. A Tarrasque attacks you from beneath the ground, and the party's only level 3. I've got a favorite player, and I'm doing her a favor. I got a recipe for disaster, 'cause I'm a bad dungeon master. I've got unlimited power. Deal with the meteor shower. You should probably tell your pastor I'm playing God like he was a bastard, 'cause I'm a bad dungeon master. A bad dungeon master. I speak with no inflection. I've got a sour personality. A Tarrasque attacks you from beneath the ground, and the party's only level 3. I don't allow snack food. I always ruin the mood. I got a recipe for disaster, 'cause I'm a bad dungeon master. 7 good friends. They avoided other kids and the social trends. They were more concerned with exploring the woods outside of Lowtown. They built a giant fort with a bunch of wood that they stole from a farmhouse. These kids came up with a democratic structure. They had responsibilities of social nature. They built the framework of a solid subculture, including laws that would govern all their misadventures. One night as the sun set low, they got ready to go home. There was a strange blue light and a theremin-like tone. The temperature dropped, there was a static in the air. And then the kids got sucked up into the air. They met a little gray guy, said he was from the sea. That stuff about space wasn't right, actually. He said that he had been observing them for some time, and he decided to break with protocol even though it was considered a crime. He told them to step forward one at a time, and that they would be the saviors of humankind. Each of them were given cool abilities that were amplified by their personalities. Each of them were given cool abilities that were amplified by their personalities. So if something really needs to get unscrewed, you need to find the ones with the attitude. They call themselves the adventure crew. If something really needs to get unscrewed, you need to find the ones with the attitude. They call themselves the adventure crew. They call A thorough rogue with an obsession for a sensitive girl, who made him feel like about the richest guy in the world. He tried to paint her a picture, but he spilled the paint in the garage. And his bad drunk daddy took a belt to him like a dog. They were telling him to stop it when he pulled out a sword and started waving it around like he was high or bored. And this was a super special laser sword, the kind you can't find online anymore. Start acting bad, and it's bad cop versus bad example to dad. The cops show up and start acting bad, and it's bad cop versus bad example to dad. He had a Model 17. 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 The samurai sword with the laser beam. He had a Model 17. The samurai sword with the laser beam. He had a Model 17. He had a Model 17. He had a Model 17. The kind you can't find online anymore. The kind you can't find online anymore. The kind you can't find online anymore. your boyfriend. I wanna be your boyfriend. Sensitive girls got pencils, pillows, and a thorn with a laser beam. Sensitive girl's favorite heroine is Ellen Louise Ripley. Sensitive girl, what do I get? I wanna be your boyfriend. 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 Not next week. I wanna be your boyfriend. I just wanna be your boyfriend. I think I should be your boyfriend. Maybe we could just pretend. Maybe just for the weekend. Sensitive girl, what do I get? I wanna be your boyfriend. I wanna be your boyfriend. I just wanna be your boyfriend. I think I should be your boyfriend. I wanna be your boyfriend. I would. I wanna be your I wanna be your boyfriend. I wanna be your boyfriend. I wanna be your boyfriend. And the permanent stare always put the samurai sword up in the air, admiring the blade in the neon lights and dialing in the laser sights. The door to the shop opened up with a ding, and the universe presented an amazing thing. There to get a samurai sword repaired was the master sword girl, the great Miss Fair. She told the kid that he was doing it wrong, that dialing in a sword was like singing a song. She said her last apprentice just died in training, and that he should take advantage of the opening. He said, hell yeah, let's get it going on. I need to pick up the skills to confront my mom. So she took him downtown to the city park, to the rocket slide where all the newbies start. First down the slide. Now climb the outside. Mind your stance. It's like a dance. Too slow. There you go. Congratulations, you made it through. You did much better than I thought you'd do. I put you to the test and you didn't bend, so I'm making you my brand new badass boyfriend. to be doing that shit. A little too old to be doing that shit. Davey made a mixtape in 7th grade that he was planning on giving to a girl. If he could just get his notebook paper insert right and get his sexy balls to unfurl. Ellen Louise liked to go to the park to sit on the swings and make amazing art. The other girls stuck with sidewalk chalking while Ellen did technical submarine drawings. The boys were busy trying to scale the outside of the brand new Oily Wild Rocket slide. They were having trouble keeping up with the kid who was a little too old to be doing that shit. He had some kind of sword strapped onto his back, and this hot older girl kept giving him snacks. And then Davey realized what he needed to do. It took him 17 minutes to run back home, which usually took about an hour or so. His balls got sweaty, so he washed them off and did the cup pull pat like Jacob County taught. He went to the basement and found the box with the Halloween stuff and the Christmas socks. At the very bottom was his Batman cape and his Batman mask and his Batman duct tape. God makes the best death trap, just take the sun. For example, that son of a bitch is gonna turn into a